can we just agree what we want to talk?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe the resurrection.
No, I don't want the resurrection.
No,
Resurrection?
no, come on.
You want the resurrection?
Why are you running from resurrection?
No, I want the root Christianity. The root of Christianity.
Yes, but
faith.
I'm coming to you because you're knowledgeable.
Yes.
What are you? Are you Sunni, Shia?
I'm Sunni.
Okay, you're
I'm a
Sunni.
Muslim.
Okay. So you believe in the Hadith as well?
Yes.
Okay. So that's interesting. Okay, so
What sect are you?
no, I'm Pentecostal, born again Christian, born again,
Pentecostal.
born
Oh,
again,
born again. Okay.
born again
Okay.
Christian.
Before you was dead.
Yeah,
and then
in
born
sin,
again.
born again, dead in sin, but now
Oh,
born
dead in
again.
sin.
Dead in
Okay.
sin. Yeah, dead in
Thank
sin.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe we'll talk about the resurrection. How about
No,
that?
you want about the resurrection, but I want to talk about the root of
Oh.
Christianity. What is this Bible?
So why not the
You
resurrection?
accept this all Bible?
Because the resurrection,
No, I want to talk about the credibility.
the resurrection is
No,
the biggest.
The best option. No. The resurrection is not approving
Yeah, that's
the
what we
faith
can,
of Christianity.
That's what we can talk
I
about.
want to discuss about the truth behind the Bible.
That's-
and you to ask me the truth behind the Quran. So let's compare about
Okay.
the root.
Okay. How about this?
Because we talk about the root, we
Okay.
cannot talk about
How
the
about this?
branches.
How about this?
If the root is wrong, the
Okay.
branches are wrong.
Okay. So 2 minutes each. I'll talk about the contradictions in the Quran.
Oh, is that you want
I'll
to
start.
ask?
No, I'll start with the contradictions. What I find as contradictions, and you
Okay,
can.
how do you want? Okay, you want 20 minutes and you talk about Islam. You ask me questions. Happy? And you
Okay,
accept.
yeah, okay.
Then other 20 minutes. No, let's say
Let's
5
make it-
minutes.
let's make it smaller,
Okay,
yeah.
5 minutes.
Okay.
You ask me 5 minutes about Islam, and I will ask you 5 minutes about Christianity. Happy?
Yeah, let's do
You
that.
can bring any question,
Okay, that's good.
but I will bring the root only
I'll bring.
and the credibility of the Bible. I'm here to disapprove Christianity by using the Bible.
Are you sure?
Yes, and using the doctrine of Jesus.
Okay. But one thing I will say though, if you do say anything a little bit, if it's not true and if it's not factual,
No,
then
I'm
I will
using-
be
I'm using-
very,
no,
very.
No, but I
very
cannot
strong.
lie.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie.
Okay. So intellectual honesty is the key. So I'm ready.
Yes.
When you're ready, I'm ready.
So you can ask. Brother Lamin, he's asking me questions about Islam, the first 5 minutes, and then I will ask him about Christianity. I'm going to talk about the root of Christianity and the credibility of the Bible.
Okay. And so I'm going to also do the credibility of the Quran.
Yes.
Okay.
You bring your evidence, and I will bring my evidence.
No problem.
So start. What's your first question?
Okay. So, okay.
5 minutes, yeah, brother. 5 minutes.
So is it? I ask a question and you answer.
Yes, I will answer.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then you can ask me until 5 minutes. You want 10 minutes or 5 minutes?
No, 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay.
5 minutes.
5 minutes,
5
yes. 5 minutes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So this guy's ready. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. So. Okay. Thank you. Your timing.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
timing.
Thank you, bro. Okay. So
No,
So-
it's another. He's asking me
you pausing?
question and answers.
we just start again. Start again. Yeah. Just start again because we have it.
Q&A
Yeah.
about Islam. and
When you're
Christianity.
ready,
Okay, you can ask.
Ready? Okay. Start. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So, as a born again Christian,
Yes,
we believe the Bible
yes.
is a solid book in terms of. So
Go that way.
we believe the Bible
Yeah.
is the inspired word of God.
That
Okay.
one, someone could help that one.
So we believe, as you know, the Bible has 66 books,
Yeah.
but it is one book, one big book,
66 books.
66 books.
According to who? What sect?
66.
Because you all
No,
have
no, no.
different books.
Oh no, see, you're interrupting her.
No.
Okay, let me just say my bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
yes,
let me say,
from
yeah.
yours. Your own.
Yeah. So I'm just going to give my bit and then you give
Okay.
your spiel. So, okay, so in the Quran, chapter 3, verse 59, the premise of my question is how was man created?
Okay.
The creation narrative
Okay.
compared to the Bible is very, very, it's very hard to understand and very difficult. I believe there's contradictions. Okay?
believe.
Yes.
I got the answer.
Okay, I know, yes. So, Quran chapter 3, verse 59. It says, surely in the sight of Allah, the similitude of the creation of Jesus is as the creation whom he created out of dust. And then said, be, and he was.
Okay.
Okay, so that's God speaking it. So from nothing, and it comes into existence. The creation story. Chapter 15, verse 26 of the Quran says, surely we brought man into being out of dry wringing clay, which was wrought from black mud. So there's one thing your God is saying, out of nothing, be, and it was.
What verse
And the
is that,
second,
out of nothing?
so that one's verse 59, chapter 3, verse 59.
Chapter 3, verse?
59.
It says out of nothing.
So no, it says be.
Does it say out of nothing?
Okay, no, okay.
No, be specific.
Okay.
Now I know what your
Okay,
mistakes
so
are.
you explain that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you explain it. Okay. So it talks about black mud. Okay,
Yes.
man being created out of black mud.
Black one?
Black mud.
Yes, okay.
Okay,
Clay.
dry wringing clay,
Okay,
which was wrought from black mud.
okay.
Chapter 96, verse 2 says, man is created from a clinging clot of blood. So that also is contradicting the other verses I've just mentioned. Chapter 21 of the Quran, verse 30, it says, every living thing is made out of water in the heavens and the earth. This contradicts what jinn is made from. So it's basically saying that everything in the world and in the heavens is made from water.
Okay. Is that, you have,
So no, there's a little bit. Yeah, just how much time?
no, he's asking me the question.
I've got almost 2 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to use I'll use it. So it says every living thing is made out of water in the heavens and the earth. Okay. So then that contradicts what jinn is made out of. It says in the Quran that jinn is made out of fire. So how can it be? So how can your God have created everything out of water? It doesn't. It just doesn't. It doesn't make sense.
You know what's your understanding by saying water?
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna. You can. Yeah, your bit. Okay.
Another verse as well.
Yeah, there's a few more, but I think
Many
I'll save
people
it.
ask me.
I think I'll save
Many
it.
people quoted
But-
this verse.
yeah, no, it's
I'll
fine.
explain it to you. Don't worry.
Okay. So
Have you done?
yeah, so I think when we look at the Bible
Yes.
and we look at the creation story,
Yes.
what we see is a crystal clear understanding. So, for example,
What Bible? Old Testament, New Testament.
well, the Old Testament in the book
So
of
basically, Old
Genesis.
Testament is not yours. Anyways, carry on.
Okay, in
It's
the
for
Torah,
Jews, okay.
and
That's
for-
what Christians say.
Okay, you're interrupted. It says God created a man out of dust and he breathed life into them. Simple.
Okay, what man?
Simple.
Context. Okay, what's the man?
Simple.
Okay, I'll explain.
Okay, so how much time have I got left?
15 seconds.
Okay. So,
Can I answer?
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll give you some time. Yeah. Give you 15 seconds.
Okay.
We'll do crossfire if
Yeah.
it's easier for you. Yeah.
Okay, and so the brother wants to know. He said basically, he told me some verses he mentioned, like in chapter 96, in chapter 3, and so he's saying there's contradiction about how was man created. Christians always misuse those verses. The first verse in chapter 3 he misquoted. He said out of nothing. But Allah never said out of nothing. Number one. When Allah is saying man was created from clay, that is Adam. Simple, it's not human. It's not us, the rest. His children. Happy?
No.
Okay. Even Prophet told us in the hadith. So let's come where Allah said man was. They also use another verse in chapter 19, verse 97, I think. They say Allah said we created man from nothing. Even Allah never said that in the verse. Allah said, أَوَلَا يَذْكُرُ الْإِنسَانُ أَنَّا خَلَقْنَاهُ مِنْ قَبْلُ وَلَمْ يَكُ شَيْئًا. Does a man not remember? Yeah? Allah said we created him before when he was nothing. When he was nothing. Whilst he was nothing. Not he created from nothing. See? Because the problem is they don't read. They do not read. Sometimes they just copy and paste and try to argue with the Muslims. So, where Allah said man was created from cloth, that is not Adam. It's us. Because Allah is telling us, if you want all of them, this information where you mentioned, you can find out in chapter 22 verse 5. Allah is telling us the procedure of when Allah is creating babies, creating humans in the womb. First, they become what? Also in chapter 18, they become what? First is sperm, and then they change to another cloth, or it keeps on, and then bones, and then what? فَكَسَوْنَا الْعِظَامَ لَحْمًا, and then flesh. So Christians, they just only read one verse. That verse is only describing one of the things, one of the procedures humans were created. I give you in chapter 22 verse 5, it says the creation of human. And where other you said, Allah said, وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ حَيٍّ أَفَلَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. Everything Allah said we have created from water. So we need to understand the word everything in Arabic, كُلُّ شَيْءٍ, does not mean everything. We have many evidence. In the Quran chapter 46, Allah said the storm destroyed everything except what? Their houses. See? Everything in Arabic is talking about general. It's not talking about specifically everything. You understand? So where I say we created everything from water. What water? Is it normal water? In Arabic, water, it can be sperm. Even in the Quran, in chapter 86, it says there, verse 6 to 7. It says there. So, where Allah said Adam, the similarity or the likeness of Adam and Isa is B. Yes, when Allah creates everything from something, He also uses the word what? B. It's not just B. The verse never said only B. Yes? So I hope your question is answered.
Okay. So that's what you want to say?
Yes. So now
okay.
My
yeah.
question.
So then, just to respond.
Okay.
Yeah. We get it. So the big contradiction for me
Yes.
is man is created from wringing clay.
That's Adam.
That's Adam.
Yes.
Okay. Is that the same as dust?
Clay. What's clay?
What is clay?
Is dust not clay?
Dust? Which dust? Which
What's
kind
dust?
of dust?
What's dust?
Which kind of dust?
What's dust?
Which kind of dust?
What's dust?
That's the thing. It's not specific.
Wait. Go to the dictionary and find the word dust.
It's
and
okay.
Tell me what is the meaning.
Okay. So that's.
Do you know the dust? What dust?
I know
is?
dust could
Dust
be.
is clay.
No. It could be soil.
It can be soil.
It could be
yes.
soil.
So soil is a type of clay soil.
So this is
clay
my
type of
my
soil,
concern.
type of soil.
So it seems like the clay
Yes.
is almost like pottery. It's the same clay as you would use to,
Do you know when
would use
Allah,
in pottery.
Wait. Do you know the Quran even?
Okay, let me see.
Even in the Quran, it's mentioned soil. So soil is part of clay and soil. What's the difference? It's the same thing. Soil, but it's made of soil, clay.
Okay,
I can change this soil into clay.
So
that's no different.
So I know
dust and soil or clay.
So this is the challenge, though, because
what's the challenge?
some people say, the Bible's this, the Bible has errors, blah blah blah.
Yes,
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not quite sure that stacks up actually, because
do you think the Bible does not have errors?
Well, I believe it's God's book. So
No,
I
you
don't
believe it has errors? Yes. Or no?
I don't believe it has errors.
What if I prove you? Would you accept Islam?
I don't think you're going to be able to prove me, because I know
would
which
you
ones you're going to
accept
bring
Islam?
up. But the point I'm making is,
Yes.
you have be and it was. So when you say
Yes.
be and it becomes,
Yes.
there's a whole big question of, okay, so out of what? Out of what?
Then
But-
the Quran explains be
Okay.
with the something Allah is is going to use by creating others,
So then, okay.
by creating things.
No problem.
So let's say now,
So you got the. So let me. I'll just. Sorry. So then you've got dust.
yes,
You've got. I know you mentioned king and clock from man, but I actually believe that that's part of the creation. So you've got dust. You've got blood. You have
blood is part
water.
of the procedure of the creation of human.
You have
In
water.
chapter 22, verse 5, you can read that one. You'll find all that information in one verse. All of them,
Listen.
the cloth, the blood,
And then
the
you
bones,
obviously then
the
you
flesh,
and then
all
you
of them
have
is there in
and
that
then you have
verse.
clay. So you have which,
Clay is about Adam. Sorry,
Yes, sir.
about Adam.
okay.
So
So
what
then
else?
how do you so how do you explain Siraj, this one? So 21 verse 30
Yes.
in the Quran, every
I
living
just
thing.
answered that one. I said the word everything does not mean everything the way you assume. Shall I give you a verse? I just gave
So
you chapter 46.
okay.
Chapter 6.
So
Can you open
what
chapter
I'm going to do
46?
is take
Yes.
I'm not going to look at hadith because
Yes. I'm using the Quran. I'm
okay,
giving
using
you
the Quran. Okay. So I'm going to look at the Quran 21 verse 30. It
It's
says
about
every
Arabic. It's about Arabic grammar.
every little thing, right? Everything.
Everything. Not everything. According to
Every
you,
living-
everything, but it's got exceptions.
Okay. No. Okay.
If I say, you know, in Arabic, you know what they say in
Roger,
Arabic?
you're interrupting me, buddy. Because I know you got lots of stuff you're gonna say. It says every living thing.
Yes.
Every living thing is made
I
out
just explained it
made
to you.
out of. Now listen.
Okay.
Every living thing is made out of water. My point is this:
Yes.
that jinn
Yes.
is a living thing.
You don't know, say to you, the word everything in Arabic language is not everything. It can be 99% is called
See,
1%.
this is where
I give you the verses. You know what Allah said? Okay,
so
I'll
the
give
thing
you
with
a
the
verse.
Bible, the thing
Wait,
with the
I'll give you a
Bible,
verse. Wait.
the thing with the Bible. No, it's still my time. He's still timing. He's still
No, you
timing.
finish your time.
No, I haven't finished. So the thing is, right?
Yes.
When you look at the Bible,
Yes.
everything is crystal clear in terms of the creation story. There's no doubts. There's no doubts. It says every living thing in chapter 21 verse 30 made out of water in the heavens and the earth.
Is English and Arabic same? Wait.
No,
Is English and
no,
Arabic
if it's-
same?
So my
No,
point,
answer.
my
Is
point,
English
Siraj.
and Arabic
So my
same?
response to that is, if it's not good enough for English,
Is English and Arabic
then
same?
it's not good at all.
No, it's English and Arabic same.
Of course, Hebrew and Greek
Okay,
is not
now,
the same.
wait. Now, if I say to you one thing, now, example, if I say, what's your language? Your mother language. Example.
English, just say English. Just say English.
Okay, let's say, okay, example. In Arabic, when you say, like, let's say, example, I have, in English, you say, I'm cold, yes? I'm cold. I am cold.
Go on, yeah.
Thank you, yes?
I am cold. Okay.
Yes, in another language, I am cold does not make sense.
I am cold.
I'm cold.
As in
Cold,
freezing.
cold. Yes.
Okay.
In another language, if I say I'm cold in another language,
Which language?
translated in another language, like let's say in.
But we have the English
No,
anyway.
no.